Kevin, you motherfucking avatar. You better start the fucking after the show now, motherfucker. Avatar ass bitch.
Kevin's eyes are looking sane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, we have made it to the weekend. It is the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Friday?
Yeah, it is, baby.
Woo-hoo!
Okay, here we go.
Do you feel like when it's a Friday, you being the host of the show, do you enjoy doing that show the most during the week? Because you know you can see the end of the week here.
Yes.
Or is it more pressure?
No, I love it. As we go on during the week, I get more and more excited. I think I'm like a lot of people. I'm like, all right, here we go. And I love this. This is great. All we got to do is have a little bit more fun and then boom, cast off into the weekend.
Is Monday the one you dread the most with the Sunday Scaries just because it's the beginning?
Yeah, I think it's Sunday Scaries is probably less. It's just you realize that you've got a mountain of work that you got to do. And so, you know, it kind of gets there and it gets real. And then, you know, the rest of the week is just kind of maintaining your energy and focus and schedule and time to get everything done you need to. And then when you get to Friday, you're like, okay, I can't screw it up too bad at this point.
Fridays are that's usually when I do all my shopping for stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's Friday. I've got a clear, goofy, fun headspace. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll get this dinosaur. Why not?
Yes.
And then Sunday, why the fuck did I buy that dinosaur? I got to pick up another shift.
Another fucking dinosaur?
Well, I got those new trees in, and let's just say there's a resurgence in the dinosaur
The
garden.
trees look great.
And it needs a new dinosaur peeking out.
We got to work on the memorial garden part over there. I mean, those Bigfoot are way too small.
I think I'm going to do the memorial garden myself.
Okay.
And I may fuck it up, but you know what? That's how you learn. That's how I learned with the dinosaur garden.
Yeah.
The gold is in the mistakes, my friends.
Yes, okay. Now, you want everything like butterflies out there and all that as well? And I put some stuff in?
Since I was a little kid, I always just envied and loved Mr. Miyagi's backyard. Now, my backyard doesn't look like Mr. Miyagi's because he had a different kind of vibe going. But I remember being a little kid looking at his backyard and saying, I want a peaceful, tranquil backyard like that. Because as a kid, we never had that. We always had prowlers and fucking weird rats and shit. So now I don't. I have the prowler still, and sometimes there's a rat running around. But at least it's my own little sanctuary area.
There's a rat running through a cute dinosaur garden.
Yeah.
The rats are on the telephone lines. They're up super high, and I don't see them all the time. But
They got to be those circus rats then.
My neighborhood's got a fuck ton of fruit trees, a ton of them. I think all neighborhoods.
The rats love
they
it.
They love them,
Especially the circus rats.
They're delicious.
But yeah, I'm in the market for a new dinosaur. So if you guys know any dinosaur people, let me know.
Okay, got big plans.
I've got big ideas.
Okay. Well, Amanda's got something for you to get those butterflies. She said you need to get the Passiflora. It's a vine. You can get it anywhere. It's really cheap. But if you go to Butterfly World, they sell it in their nursery, and they'll come fully loaded with caterpillars.
Wow.
And you don't need to buy an admission ticket to go to the Butterfly World gift shop.
Damn.
I recommend it.
I love butterflies.
Already? You get the tree and the chrysalis?
I'm trying to get the butterflies and cardinals to come to my yard.
Okay.
Because they mean something spiritually to me and my family. So that's cool.
Okay. She said it will attract the long-wing zebra, which, unlike other butterflies, as Jaybird joked, actually won't fly away. These beauties stay and they live in your yard.
Wow.
And they got a lifespan of about 6 months.
They want to chill. They like where they're at. They're not looking to improve.
I love that. Looking out there, just seeing a butterfly land on a dinosaur's head.
It's lovely.
Some people call that heaven in a nutshell.
So you can just go to Butterfly World and buy the plant. It's already
It's in the
ready
gift
to
shop.
go.
That's great.
Oh, I want that.
And I've been wanting to go to Butterfly World.
When you go, will you get me one?
Fuck yeah.
And she said the caterpillars are poisonous to frogs, lizards, etc., which means you won't attract extra predators in your yard, which happens when people try to raise monarchs.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we live in Florida, so I always know toads and frogs are always a thing. But now that I got Dakota living at the house, I am so toad paranoid. So that I'm always just looking around for. I would be devastated if Dakota ate a toad on my watch.
Right.
It would not be cool.
Don't invite Ocho over then.
Yeah, well, it happened to
Kevin's dog will eat a small rat in one gulp.
He'll take care of it. I got this. Hang on.
One of my family, I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about when it comes to my family because they're not like me, an attention whore. They like their privacy. But a family member was flown in to watch another family member's dog, and on day 2, they ate a bufo toad and died.
Oh no!
On day 2,
While they were dog sitting, they killed the dog.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Dog murder. So it's very in my head because it was a Pennington storyline. And also, too,
do you tell them when they're on their trip, or do you wait for them to come home to tell them that their dog died?
That is a great question. And when I heard the news, I had to wrestle with that. And we waited because why ruin the trip? They're already past.
You can't do anything about the dog at this point.
Yep. As you're getting in your car to drive away, and your dog's dead.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Have fun in Italy. Yeah, but the fact that it was day 2,
damn.
Yeah, it just the whole. Let's just say this: the whole situation was fucked up.
Very.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to feed some squirrels, Jeremy said you need to go to Young Circle there in Hollywood. He said you can even pet him, and he's got a photo for proof. They come right up and just licking your finger, it looks like.
I am so obsessed with squirrels right now.
That's so funny because my boy, Bigfoot, my kidney brother, he found this squirrel in his yard, and he's raising it back to health.
Wow.
Look at that.
Huh.
We're squirrel heavy this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, my squirrels will fuck you up. In fact, that's why I think every now and then you find a rat gutted because the squirrels get a hold of it and just, you owe me money, bitch. Get
Prison
them.
squirrels.
Yeah. Man. South Florida squirrels.
Face tats and everything.
Something happened in the early 2000s where South Florida squirrels, they made a turn.
I don't know. The Tequesta squirrels are still little bitches.
Yeah, because they're in a gated community with all the old rich fucks. Of course they're soft.
Rich and soft.
Dog, I was on the streets of West Palm Beach, motherfucker. Yeah, these look like they wanted to kick the shit out of me.
I've seen the ones at your old townhouse bow up to people.
They bowed up, and I know people think I am exaggerating.
They look like they've been bench pressing.
They did this move, and I've done it before. They'll flex their chest, and then they do this to their crotch, like they're like, yeah. You want some of this shit? You're like, no, I do not want some of that shit. You fucking perv squirrel.
Well, I don't know if the rich people in Tequesta have what they have here. Keith sent us an email. He said, talking about flexes that people like to brag about today. He said, I spoke to a plumbing company owner, and he said that they were having to go back to a home. It was either Jupiter or Palm Beach Island, and they had to move some water lines that were under the garage as the person wanted to put in a turntable in the garage. Not that they were going to be spinning and DJing. It was for their car, a turntable.
Oh.
I imagine what it is you drive in and then it'll turn it around so then you drive out and there's no backing out of the driveway.
It's like a lazy Susan for your car.
Yeah.
You drive the car on it, but it's also for like to show off your car too, so you can just make it just spin.
Okay.
And then it's like a peacocking museum piece.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's cool.
That's FU money.
It's impressive.
You got too much money if you're putting your car in a lazy Susan.
That you're peacocking hard.
That is quite a peacock, though. That's an interesting little. If you have the kind of money, of all the cool things, I can only imagine if you're putting together a house and all the options are saying, well, we could have this, a turntable in your garage. You'd be like, what?
That's how I think some people get carried away. I think Nicolas Cage was like, wait a minute, I can buy dinosaur bones, a real T-Rex.
Right.
And he's like, holy shit. And he bought like 9 T-Rex bones. And I would have done the same thing.
That's a dude thing, though, putting your car in a Lazy Susan. I don't know a lot of my female friends that would do that. They'd be like, that's stupid.
I just think there's some things dudes are into and girls are into.
Dude's like a car that's like a showpiece.
In fact, it's so funny. All of my friends, no one's really into cars at all, but Klepto, because he does cars for a living.
Yeah, he's really good with cars.
But if me and Denny's had to, like, you know what, that fucking carburetor, bro, I'm telling you what, man, that alternator's sweet as shit. We would have no idea what we're talking about.
It shows.
And if you are rich enough, I guess you could go into one of the questions that Denny's had for Denny's Knows When You're High. It was the perfect balance of what deli meat would you have for sheets. And Karen was saying here that tongue would be the best way to go and sleep naked.
Tongue?
What the fuck?
Seems heavy to me.
Who wrote that?
That's from Karen.
She's calling from the lesbian love village.
Oh, yes.
Tongue and cow tongue?
I would assume so.
Can we flag that email?
Tongue, she says. And Greg in the 772 says, I have to stand up for Crash and say Taco Viva was amazing.
Thank you.
You think he's talking about you? Got a new nickname?
Crash Pennington.
That was my nickname in high school, Crash. Maybe the fucker knows me.
He said we ate there often. I was a little kid that ate out a lot, so my palate wasn't basic ass bitch. Old school Fort Pierce peeps would know the Surf, Norris's favorite place for ribs, Chuck's, Enrique's, etc. Nothing fancy, not chain bullshit. I was stoked and then let down when we got our first Taco Bell. Good, but no Taco Viva. And here's a picture of the original Taco Viva building in the fort.
That is very true. Taco Bell has never lived up to a Taco Viva.
He said, ironically, it's back to a killer Mexican joint, but I guess that was the Taco Viva back in the day.
Yeah, man, you can find a good Mexican joint. Man, you'll have a loyal customer here. I love that Torrero's. I go there all the time. I think they're good. The one by you, too, 'cause it's sort of by you. The one where I saw Chip, the one that's off of US 1 in North Palm Beach. Is it La Bamba's?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're good.
It is La Bamba's.
It is La Bamba's.
Yeah.
They got good food.
Yeah. It's a big place.
Yeah, it's very big. If you're looking for good Mexican, try La Bamba. I know you like the old
Yeah, I think
Mexican.
I've been there before.
I think we did a KVJ thing there one time. Do you remember?
Nah, I don't remember.
We might have done some because I've been there.
Karaoke.
Yeah, I know I've been there. I couldn't remember exactly.
We did
what
a
I thought we ate.
karaoke event there way before cocktails and karaoke because the place is big AF.
I don't think I was on the show for that.
Really?
Yeah, that's how long ago that was.
I feel like you were.
Well, you know, who gives a fuck? I mean, what a stupid point to argue on a podcast.
Yeah.
I was here. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was.
And my comment about Dexter, Tara said, oh, I've heard Kevin butcher Dexter season 4, and I can't take it anymore. End of 7 and season 8, Dexter meets Hannah, the hottest, most beautiful woman. He goes to kill her because she's a murderer.
Well, don't tell me this shit. This is spoiler.
And he actually falls in love with her. It's my favorite season, and I watch it over and over. Stop saying the later seasons sucked because you haven't even watched them. All I said was that I've heard they sucked. I mean, how could I say that they sucked when I haven't watched them? So people have told me that it wasn't worth my time. So,
but there is an air that you think they suck, even though it comes off like you don't like Dexter, the newer versions.
Yeah, well, then I'll go watch it, and if it does suck, then I know who to blame now. I'll put in the work, and I will let you know if it does not live up to the expectations you've given it.
We're starting to flag these emails now.
I will watch. I will go check. So yes, I did not say that. I cannot comment on a show I have not seen. Got Sandy here with a little thought about AI degrees. Has anyone considered this conversation about AI. Obviously, this is not a current big issue, but I feel within the next couple of years, it's going to be a very big issue and topic for anyone that is outstanding student loans and whose degrees have now been made essentially obsolete by the AI pending takeover of many positions. Since the government is allowing the release of AI, will they always forgive the government-held student loans for anyone losing employment due to the release? Something I'm wondering is I have many friends that have already lost their long-term employment due to AI.
Well, I saw Elon Musk petting his black cat in his lair, and he said in 10 years we're all going to have a utopia.
Yeah, well, he said that nobody will have to work, and somebody did send an email, and they pointed out that that's probably what the government would ultimately like, is for you to fully have to depend on them for all of your means and needs, and then they can tell you everything you need to do. Because you think about it, when your parents were holding that over your head, now imagine the government's doing it and telling you exactly what you need to do. So, yeah, that is problematic. I like to be able to have my own money and go out and earn it and work for it and have freedoms, because with that comes the ability to do what you want to do. But if somebody's handing you a check and saying, don't worry about it, your food, your room and board, everything's taken care of. We got it all. Don't worry about it. But
what about the guy I work with who hasn't done shit the last 3 weeks and he keeps coming in late and I've been doing all the work?
If he lives by whatever they tell him, they'd be like, that's fine. Look, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not stepping out of line. You step out of line, we'll withhold whatever from you.
But I'm doing all the work and this guy fucking sucks. He gets the same amount.
I think that's just it. I mean, that's the issue. When I've talked to people that have lived under socialism and whatnot, in fact, it was a doctor. I remember when I was a kid that we had somebody over, and he was just talking about where he doesn't like it because there's no incentive to excel. And he said so it had, for him, he found people were working half days and things like that because it didn't matter putting in extra work.
All of a sudden, the 30-minute lunch becomes 4 hours. Where were you? I was at lunch.
Yeah, that was it. A lot of them worked half days. And,
I love a 4-hour lunch.
Imagine you being like, just because some people are designed to be hard workers. That's just their nature. And if you're working hard and you're doing the same job as somebody else and they're not doing shit and they're making the same money or even more than you,
just start working less.
Yeah, well, that's what ends up happening. You're gonna.
You drive yourself crazy.
You'll drive yourself crazy.
There's no incentive to put in extra work, so you'd be like, "What am I doing this for? I don't get rewarded for it." So, you go then to the lowest common denominator. So that person then sets the bar. It's in reverse. In capitalism, it's like, hey, you want to climb over this bar, and they set it because they're doing excellence. And when you flip it around socialism, where it's like, hey, I'll just settle myself down to the lowest end.
Well, you even see it on these I love those survival shows where, somebody gets stranded on an island and there's like 5 or 6 people. There's always that one weak link out of if there's 6 people. There's someone that's going to be the weakest link. You could just see everyone turning on the weakest link. Like, that motherfucker's not pulling their weight. And if he dies, we throw him out. We eat him first, and then we throw him out. And that's what ends up happening. And everyone's not pulling their weight. People get very disgruntled.
Yeah. So it should work. You should try to propel people to be better and do more than what they think they can do.
If not, you get thrown off the boat, and the sharks eat you.
Yeah, I love that concept. Yeah, so the AI question on that, I don't know really to answer. I think everybody's got to figure it out. My one thought and what concerns me is you go in and you learn about AI. It's going to change in 6 weeks. So how long is your degree going to be worth? To me, what I think you might want to do is learn something that wouldn't necessarily be displaced. For instance, I think going to business school would still be smart because you would get the acumen of what makes good business, how to buy, sell businesses, how to use AI in context with it, how to read people, how to do all those kind of things. That's something that I think is going to still have a lot of value. And that way then AI, whatever it becomes, will then work into the skills that you've built.
I personally think one of the hottest commodities in the future that's going to happen, and I'm not sure how you're going to prove it or how it would even be shown the worth, but if you're able to show yourself being the most authentic human you can be, being an original, authentic human where there's nothing that's copy and paste, you are straight up just a regular human with feelings, emotions, going back to the basics of not just this weird avatar you're looking at. I think being your authentic self is going to be a commodity in the future. Yeah, because everything is going to be copy and paste and rinse and repeat. Being original and being authentic, well, that's the human spirit, baby. That's what you can't duplicate.
I think the future is going to award innovators and thought leaders. But you need to have an understanding of how business works and how different processes work to be able to come up with those thoughts that are realistic. So if you understand the mechanisms, it is going to be the people that truly can be, ingenious in the things that they come up with and create something new. So that's what I would do, is understand the circumstances you're working with, but then always just kind of work on your own mind and trying to stretch the bounds where AI can't take you, because AI is always grabbing on things that have already been created. You need to be the person who's creating what is not yet in the system.
That's the most important thing to protect, in my opinion, right now, is your mind, your own true, authentic mind. Don't get it all twisted. Don't become Darth Vader.
Is that what you would tell your son? Do business in college?
Yeah, I'm kind of even trying to lean him in that direction, is pick up all these skills, learn all these things, understand finance, money, how it works, get the business acumen, and then learn all the tools that go along with it. And that might be AI. It is also understanding marketing and social media and putting all these things together. Have a wide swath of skills that you have, and then that way you can pivot and move as the rest of the industries pivot and move.
And good old-fashioned passion. I still believe in that. I think if you're a person that's got true passion for something, that's what you're born to do. I think that's a very important attribute a human has to have. You can be the smartest person in the world and know all this stuff, but if you ain't got passion behind all that, I think it falls a little flat, in my opinion.
I think the toughest thing is that I just don't seem to see the dog in as many younger people as what I used to. And so, look, if you're a younger person, you got that dog in you, and you're out there and you're a hustler, it's always been great because you set yourself apart from the people that don't.
You'll stand out.
Oh, I think,
especially now.
I think if you're a young person, you are a dog, it's a great time for you to be alive. I think you will do well. And if you educate yourself,
dog it up,
working hard and educating yourself, I think now is the time for success.
Remember that guy that we had in here, the School of Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
And we were talking to him, young 23-year-old.
I still watch all his stuff.
He's got smart stuff. He's popping up all over my Instagram, and they've got a thing where they guarantee 1 million impressions on what they do, and they're starting businesses and doing all that kind of stuff. That kid is just hustling, man. He's just out there doing all kinds of things. Every weekend he's zipping to this city and that city, and he's making great contacts. And he's using that contact then to get another contact. That's one of the best questions you can ask, is once you get in front of somebody, be like, hey, who do I need to know?
Right.
Who can you put me in contact with? And that's
who
what
impresses
he does.
you in business?
And then will you give me their contact or put me in connection with them? Because a lot of times people, they love to see someone who's hustling and who really wants it. And they'd be like, whatever I can do. And if I can give you one of my contacts, then they can take you to another level. Then they'll give you someone to take you to a higher level.
That's a good little trick to do for anything in life, whether it's if you find something that makes you laugh, write it down in your notes. And go, why did that make me laugh? And keep a little journal or notes of stuff that you notice that interests you. And then you look down and go, well, that clearly, I like that. I like that. It does help for creativity.
Sure.
And there's no shortage of that. But I think sometimes we forget to do that.
Sure.
There's a lot of magic out there.
Stuff pops in my head and I forget to write it down all day.
Write it down. And me and Denny's talk about that all the time. We'll go, we'll never forget this. 3 minutes later, why didn't we write this down?
We forgot already.
Forgot it. All right, where's that? Where's the bowl at?
Got a curious question here from Stacy. I followed your daughter Caitlin on Instagram for a while, and I was wondering if she still hangs out with her old group of friends. Seems like she's on a new path now. Were they supportive of her? I'm happy for Caitlin, but I do miss some of the old Cheyenne stories. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what happens when you have friends of that age. My daughter just, unfortunately, she works so much, and I don't get to see her that often at all. So she has been gone all summer, and she'll pop in for a day or two, and then she's got to go somewhere else with her job. And so she comes in late Saturday night, and then she's here for like 2 or 3 more days, and then she's, got to leave again.
And she's a sweet person, too. Mm-hmm. She got her shit together. I mean, you should be. I know you are, but you should be super proud of her.
Yeah, she's a good little human.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very proud of everything that she's doing, and yeah, she's on a very good path. She still talks to Cheyenne, and Cheyenne is doing great herself, and is in a relationship, and so I
Okay.
think that's kind of what happens in life. It all takes you on to different places.
We
so.
all grow up.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time, especially with dudes I played baseball with who are really good guys that I would still go through a wall for if they needed me, but haven't talked to them in years. And life is just odd that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's someone you could be so close with and fought so many wars with, and then life just happens. You get families, you move away, and then you just
Look, your life is like a book, and you just go from one chapter to the next. And sometimes you have certain characters in one chapter, and then they just disappear. And then sometimes you have the same characters through every chapter in your book, and that's how you know when you've got somebody that's special.
That's how I've always looked at it. I've always looked at people as characters in a book.
Yeah.
I go, maybe they're around for a couple chapters.
Yeah.
Maybe they stick around for the whole book.
Now, I've appreciated all of them. They've been fantastic.
I always say, I don't have friends. I got characters.
You do.
Everyone I'm friends with is a straight up character, and I fucking love it.
You got a basket of mixed nuts.
I do. And I'm quite blessed.
Birds of a feather.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, people do. They make life spicy and all kinds of fun stuff. Somebody's asking, what does Caitlin want to do after nannying? Yeah, that would be a good question. I don't know how much longer she'll do it. I think eventually it will expire itself. It's a great job when you're in your 20s. I don't know, because they had an older nanny and she wanted to start a family. And so that's why Caitlin's working so much, is the other nanny that they have is now raising her young baby.
Gotcha.
Does she still have any desire to do podcasting? I know she was kind of into that for a little bit. Is that kind of flown, or is that something still on the table?
It doesn't seem to be the course that she's on. She might go into ministry. That's one thing she's looking into. She really loves doing all that stuff, and she's very personable, and she loves people, and so that'd be great.
I always thought after you did radio, I think you would be a great pastor. I think you would be awesome on stage.
Yeah.
You know about religion. I think people would connect with you.
I could do something in it, but I'm too spicy. And look, ministers, man, because I'm friends with several, and the other ones I've talked to, and the stuff we do and the stepping out of line, they get complaints. You know how we get complaints from different. The complaints they get are asinine, like
if
nonstop. And
you would be too spicy. You're boring as fuck, and you'd be spicy.
my buddy Pastor Sean, he gets complaints when he doesn't wear socks. He gets complaints because he sweats too much. They're just They a lot of times will then look if you do anything that, like, if you choose to have a cocktail ever or things like that.
I bet.
Like, yeah. So
I bet that would be tough for you, just going out in the bar and wanting to, even having one drink, feeling like, who's watching me?
Right. A lot of people will judge you on that, and they say, look, you got to. I do. I think that you really do have to set the example. And so I just don't know if I'm good enough at towing the line to be that example.
I think you would be good at it without all that other stuff.
But
if you had to go on stage, I think you would be good at it.
Right. Yeah. I'd be a little bit more for the edgier people, I think.
I would love to hear Virginia's sermon. Man, I got to tell you, going to church with Virginia is kind of a good time.
I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints.
Because she pretty much is the same exact person she is inside a church and outside a church.
You get what you get.
I mean, that one time she was bitching about how many songs your one church was playing. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? Another song? The Saints are playing today.
They were 6 songs deep, and the service hadn't started yet.
You know, my friend Whispers, she really knows how to keep that voice down to a low roar.
I don't have time for this.
And I'm over there laughing.
If you grin, you're in.
Sinning it up.
You're guilty with me.
Grinning and sinning.
Well, if you're looking to get out and explore, and let me tell you, South Florida's changing so much. And there's so many places, like, you just mentioned Young Circle in Hollywood. That's one of the best stretches to me. I just love that whole, street that they've got up there in Hollywood Boulevard and going around Young Circle. And I need to get back to that spot. It had been years since I've been around on Pompano Beach, and we're, on the ocean there. And they had so many. I'm like, gosh, they have so many new restaurants now that you really do got to kind of keep rotating. There's so many places to go. And Mark said, Jill and we've been looking for something to do in this town without spending a fortune. And our first stop was Ragtops on the corner of 7th Avenue North and Dixie. The owner, Ty, is one of the kindest humans we've ever met. Thrilled to discuss anything. The museum is free. There's a donation jar. Everything is for sale. And I'm looking at the Carmen Gia. We left there, and then we went 2 streets south to Palm Beach Art, Antique, and Design Showroom. They have 40 to 50 booths inside with artwork from all types of mediums. Okay. Even if you're not that interested in art, I think anyone would find something interesting. People were great. And yeah, there's just so much good stuff. So we left there and we walked across the street to Trash's Vintage, or as Jill and I call it, Jaybird's Heaven. Just a really cool little shop selling vintage wear, old records, jewelry, etc. And then we finished off the afternoon at Hallie's, which is never a bad time. 4 hours, we only spent $70.
That's good.
That's so just my game.
Yep. So a lot of cool stuff to check out.
Don't forget to explore your own towns.
No, you're right. You're right. And I know you guys are going to be there on Oakland Park Boulevard. And I'd seen since the last time I was there, because they got, that's not too far from where the Funky Buddha is. There's 2 other little breweries kind of around that area, not too far from where the Funky Buddha is.
Okay.
On the railroad
Nice.
tracks. Yeah.
Do you know the details for Sunday? Because people are asking what time, if they want to show up and all. I know we have to get there a little bit early, but what time does the people?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock it opens for,
10 o'clock.
for the public.
Sicilian oven.
I think that's when the demo goes on with Chef Andrew.
Yeah.
So be there at 10 if you want to see that demo.
Yes.
I believe I'm going to be part of a couple demos. I'm not going to do what I did on the last demo that I did with Virginia and stay in a British character the entire time.
But no, you're staying in a superhero character the entire time.
He can never just be him.
No.
I like dressing up.
He keeps it spicy too.
I try to stay away from this guy as much as I can, Kevin.
I was going to say, he can never be him.
I'm running for myself.
Yeah, so you can check that out, the Sicilian Oven there in Fort Lauderdale on Oakland Park Boulevard on Sunday at 10 a.m. So lots of good options for you this weekend. Y'all enjoy yourself. Thanks for the emails, mail at kvjshow.com. We'll see you back here on Monday. Goodbye.